All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elected in 1/3, and Adon Ratazah. This lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. And Tawadi Habashim Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Wicked Today, Gone Tomorrow. All right. And pretty much, I was, putting a few precepts together with the thought process of Esau, Edom. All right. And his current rulership, his authority is going to be stripped away from him. Okay. Just like these heathens around the world, their rulership, their authority, their positions of power, that soon is going to be stripped away from them. All right. And even amongst our own people, there's a lot to talk about. But even when you look at what's going on with Jake within the Hebrew Israelite thing of ours, if you will, okay, I didn't want to use the word community, but if you look at it, you could see that there is a lot of unprofitable leaders that are in positions of authority right now. And soon the Lord is going to showcase who he's dealing with. All right. And immediately it makes me think about that account in Numbers. It's either 10 or 17, but let me snag that. And then I'll get back to the initial point of this lesson. But you have to continually remind yourself that, those that are in power, I think it's 17, those that are in power, man, they're not about to be in power much longer. Okay, brothers, we are about to be in authority. All right. In this walk, as we grow closer to the end, you start identifying your position and who you are and how, because, you'll have Jake read the scriptures and, we do know that we're chosen, but when we still carry ourselves in humility, and you deal with the captivity, the other aspect of this captivity is knowing that they're about to be in captivity soon and you're going to be in power. Okay. Which another precept just came to mind. So let me grab that too. The Wadi Abashim Shai Bashim Rakakwadash for that. And I really just want to push that vibration to you, brothers, and you very few sincere sisters. Hey, they're about to get knocked off, man. Okay. The wicked leaders amongst our people, and which that's house business. But then outside of that, all these nations, they're about to get knocked off, man. Okay. They are about to get knocked down. And it makes me think of the Lazarus parable, 1 Samuel 2:6, the Lord killeth and maketh alive, but man thinks that he kills. Man thinks he can make alive. Man has these notions and these thought processes, but man has no idea who brings the issues of death, even though man is used at times to be the striking blow that leads to death. But man doesn't even understand that even in that deathly blow, that doesn't mean that that person dies. Man is about to get checked. Okay, I look around and I see all this pride. I see this pomp. I see this arrogance. I see terrible leadership. I see terrible management, and we're itching to rule, man. Okay, so you need to understand we're the next up. We're the next up. Man is about to get brought down on every level possible. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor. The Lord made us poor. It wasn't you. It wasn't because of minimum wage. It wasn't because of a systematic society constructed off racism. Now, we can use those as talking points to make examples, but at the end of the day, this is Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. So man thinks that because he's not poor, he worked hard, that now his destiny is based on his motivation. Wrong. Okay. You need an alarm clock to wake your ass up. So the man is about to get sobered very, very quickly. All right. The Lord maketh, Yahweh Bashim Shai maketh poor and maketh rich. So woe to you, rich men. You got rich men right now bragging, boasting, thinking they're on. Do you know Esau, the elites actually think that they could stop prophecy? That's when you sit back and look at everything. That's what they're attempting to do. They actually think that they can interrupt, change, or prevent future events that was declared from the beginning. This is why man, and when I mean man, I mean heathen man, mortal man, even 2/3 portions of the of our own people, they're going to get checked. Everyone's going to get checked. Okay. Because I'm kind of summing everything up in one. You do this new drama with IUIC and guns and assaults, and then don't let me even talk about Sakari. Which if they're the elect out of any of these camps, they're going to come out of it. Okay, but we're just seeing a lot of unprofitable leaders everywhere. Okay, and this is why the Lord is dealing with the lowly. Okay, the people do not even think that we're the guys. They don't even think that we're the next up. This is he who we've had in derision. You damn right. Yep, we're the ones. You ever see Undercover Boss? Yeah, go watch it again. Okay, and that's how you brothers got to understand it. You got to watch and think like that. Okay, we are about to be an authority. It's going to go Yahweh Shai, the man, woman, child. Okay, so it's going to be, we're all going to have our position of power in our ranking order. Okay, freedom is coming for us, and with that freedom comes authority and rulership. You want freedom? You got to get rid of Edom, and now you'll be free. Just a little play on words. It says the Lord maketh poor, not you, not minimum wage, not this part-time job, not because I got fired, not because I didn't go to college, not because I didn't make the right investments, but that's what man wants you to think like. Wrong. You ain't in power. You've been given a position of power for a period of time, like Esau says, here, hold my beer. Well, that's what the Lord do. You say, here, hold the world real quick. Here, and do this to it. See? And maketh rich, he bringeth low and lifteth up. We're about to be lifted up as they get brought low. And let me get this precept. Okay, Proverbs 11 real quick. This is Proverbs 11:1. Proverbs 11:1. Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, to Yahweh Shemel Shai. So as they're being brought down, we're being built up. As they're going down, we'll be beamed up. And that's exactly how the prophecy says, pulled through the fire. Okay. So as this bitch goes down, we're going to be beamed up. Okay. The Lord, as this B word's going down, the Lord's bride is going to be raised up. This is why we don't exalt ourselves now. We take the low, we deal with the BS, we render under Caesar. But when you notice and you don't complicate your life, you accept your captivity, you see a lot of pride. You see a lot of things that are wrong here. Okay. When you actually just accept the captivity, you go to work, you live a simple life, you actually see, damn, y'all are not even doing a good job in what you've been given. Wait till we get it. Wait till we get it, okay? Wicked today, gone tomorrow. Just like the saying goes, here today, gone tomorrow, okay? Now, I'd look this up. Here today, gone tomorrow. I don't know what the hell they were doing here. It's a philosophical saying, but pretty much it means soon, over, or forgotten, short-lived, okay? And that's what this is all going to be. It's going to ultimately just be a bad dream, okay? We're gonna be in the kingdom, and Babylon ultimately will feel like a bad dream, and we're gonna feel that bad dream when we are in power, when we're in authority, when we're in rulership. No more bills, no more pain, no more sorrow. Okay, none of that, no more. Because lately, what's been on my spirit, man, I get what's been on my spirit is, man, you a fucking heathen, man. Okay, you're a heathen. You don't have power over me, but okay, listen. I do accept captivity, though. I do what I'm supposed to do. I am not carnal. I remain spiritual. There be Edomites in my job that try to like get big. I'll move out the way. I'm not gonna out macho you. Okay, that's what they want because they're carnal. All right. So it's like, but the Lord keeps daily reminders on us. See, the Lord ain't working with all Jake. That's why you got Jake crying on the internet for Esau, because the Lord ain't putting him through nothing to where he can see why this prophecy of devastation is going to come to these people. But the Lord is keeping us sober. So a lot of you brothers out there that are catching hell, the Lord's keeping you sober. Even you sisters, you catching some hell, the Lord's keeping your ass sober. Okay, he's keeping you sober so you understand why the doctrine, the breakdowns, the way the Spirit brings it out, and you want to, okay, I understand now. See, here today, gone tomorrow. So we're always getting in situations to where these are examples that we can use for fuel towards the brain, keeping us sober. Okay, and you got to understand that those that are here today will be gone tomorrow. Wicked today, gone tomorrow. Big deal. You're trash, they're trash. Keep going. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Bashem El Shai, but a just wait is his delight. See? So we are just waiting, all right? We're playing on words, but we are waiting for the Lord to even the odds. We are waiting for the Lord to restore order, to restore balance, and that's what's going to happen. So when you look around, you got to spiritually audit them, in your head though. Like if I'm driving and I see somebody not use their turn signal or not use proper driving etiquette, we'll be like, you failed, wrong. So we're already judging the world. Okay, it's just we're not in the position of authority to execute judgment from the judging that we have decided. Okay, but it's coming. That's why we started. The Spirit gave me this precept. So we're poor right now, but that don't mean we ain't gonna be rich. Yeah, we're low right now, but that don't mean we're not gonna be lifted up. Okay, it says he 1 Samuel 2:8. He raises up the poor out of the dust. We're the poor, but it also says in James that the Most High chose the poor of this world. Is that James 2:5? Real quick, man. I thought I was just going to read 3 precepts and that was going to be the lesson. James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world rich in faith? See, so this is their faith, okay? And they can't win. They only try to defeat you carnally. They can never defeat you spiritually. We win, okay? They may be wicked today, but they will be gone tomorrow. And that's more of like a saying, and it's a precept. Okay, so you can't be like, hey, you said they'd be gone tomorrow. No, man, relax, patience. Rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom. We are heirs of the kingdom. We are heirs and joint heirs. Okay, that's royalty. All right, this is why now we lock into being royal in our spirit. Royal in our dwelling. We're not proud. We just have respect for ourselves. Okay. This is why, going back to the statement I made, I'm looking out and I'll see how heathens are treating Jake. Now we understand it, but still, in retrospect, that's still an Israelite. And you're still a motherfucking heathen. Excuse my language. Okay. But you're still a heathen, man. Okay. That's why it says in, let me get that real quick. That's why I said, man, fucking dog don't move his tongue at us. You got to understand it. We're not walking around proud. We're not like the other camps. See, other camps want the glory now. Other camps want recognition now. They want instant gratification. They want to feel like what the Lord said we're going to get to us, but in the kingdom. We got to go through the low right now. But just because we're taking a low don't mean we don't look at a heathen like, bitch, you still under me. I'm going to do this. I'll take the trash out. I'll build this for you. I'll do that. Give me my check. But you still a heathen, though. You got to have self pride, man. Okay? You got to have self pride for yourself. He wants you to stink. He wants you to think you're a piece of shit. They want you to be a dirtbag. They want you to carry yourself in a bummy mindset. No, man, we have been given and still being built up to have a kingdom-like mindset, okay? Exodus 11:7. Let me try this in another translation. Let me see. Exodus 11:7. But among the Israelites, it will be so peaceful that not even a dog will bark. Ooh, that's funny. I had some situation with a bug. It flew at me, and I said, in the kingdom, that ain't going to happen, but we deal with things today. See, this is what the other camps fail to realize. They're trying to give you perfection in the flesh when that's not the case. You still stub your toe. You still got to clean your clothes. You still go through things that are common to man. But we understand even within what's common to man that this won't be so common for us when it will be for man soon come. Okay. Let me see. It says a dog will not even a dog will bark. Yeah, you ain't gonna have to worry about dogs chasing you. Get down, get off my roof. Very sad. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that. Okay. You deal with what you deal with now, but just because what you deal with now doesn't determine or dictate your authority later. We still gonna be ruling. Y'all are the ones that are about to get knocked off. We about to be built up. And lately I've been wanting to see judgment on Moab. I wanted to see judgment on Ishmael, because he's some proud ass heathens, man. Okay, they're very proud over us, but we're over them. This is hence why it's a captivity. It says, then you will know that the Lord Yahweh Bashem El Shai makes a distinction between the Egyptians and the Israelites. So a great distinction is getting ready to take place. A great difference is getting ready to take place. We win, they lose. See? But you losing is not a loss, it's a lesson. They are getting ready to be defeated. All right. A defeation is getting ready to come upon Edom and these nations. Okay. So now from there, let's go back. James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not yet. And let me say this. This is why guys bug out, because they lose patience. So they get carnal. You know, they want to fight. They want to, showcase dominance. I've had times where Esau has actually tried to belittle me in front of the black woman as if that's making him a bit more of a man. All right, nigga, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, what is that? What? Swallow your pride. But that doesn't mean I have less self-respect for myself. We're not here for individual victories. All right, we're here for the Lord to bring them to war. For vengeance is mine, and my determination is to gather nations and bring them to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and there I will judge them. See? So that's what we're waiting on. Has not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom? Yeah. Speaking of heirs, money, and rulership, you just had a guy win X amount of millions of dollars, and then he got locked up like 2 days later. That ain't authority. You can still get locked. We ain't gonna be locked up in our kingdom. You know, we ain't gonna have a land. We will be the Lord over the land in our kingdom. We will not have any heathen over us, saying anything, or thinking that they could be over us. Right now, they do, because we're in captivity, but that's about to change. That should put a smile on your face, knowing this piece of shit, demon, low-level dirt bag, all right, this body bag of dirt in front of you is about to be washed away. They're about to be vanquished, you know? So you can't let these people move you in the spirit, you know? And the best way to deal with it is just accept it. Okay. And it says, which he has promised to them that love him. See? So what? We have promises coming. The only promise they got is promise of destruction. Now let's go back and finish this. 1 Samuel 2:8, he raises up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit heirs, joint heirs, the throne of glory. So, hey, these other camps, if you need instant gratification, you can have those plastic gold-plated armbands. No, I want the real glory. I want the glory that comes through Yahweh Shem Shai when Yahweh Shai comes back, when Yahweh Shai gives us that crown. Okay, that's what I'm waiting on. These other camps, they're trying to make up for something. Okay, you're trying to make up for something. You know how they say he's overcompensating? It's like a little guy in a big truck. So it's like spiritually, y'all still boys, man. All right. We recognize, you know, it's like Mordecai. We recognize that we're in a position of captivity, but we also recognize that your ass is about to go into captivity. See? It says, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, Yahweh Shem Shai, and he has set the world upon them. Yeah. And even Esau and his rulership, he's still got to deal with wars, assassinations, you know, out of order. He's got a lot of holes that he has to keep plugged so his ship of rulership don't sink. We're not going to have to worry about that. We ain't going to have to lock our doors in our kingdom. You know, our doors are going to be open continually. You know what Jake say? I wish a nigga would. No, the authority is going to be so powerful that our children are going to be able to play with poisonous snakes. Okay. Our walls are going to be called walls of peace, you know, sanctuary. So it's about to change on a level that man has not even attempted or have seen. Okay. And the world's going to be upon us. We're going to govern the world. You see? Now, let me see. What's this? Verse 9. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. They will not prevail. The adversaries of Yahweh Shem Shai shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king and exalt the horn of his anointed. See, we're getting ready to be exalted. So let these mere mortals have that shit. You can have it. I'll move out the way. You can have it. I'll wait. See, this thing ain't about a pissing contest, man. This is why you laugh. You laugh looking at what they have and what they're doing within what they have. It's funny. I laugh at Esau and his positions of power. I laugh at Edomites while I'm at work. while they're trying to win over you, trying to brag over you, nigga, you about to lose. You about to lose on a level that ain't never been seen. So now from there, I meant to get this. I might still, but I just mentioned this because I was speaking about even the other camps. So for you brothers out there and you few sisters, look, just wait, watch. The Lord is going to show you who he's dealing with, just like the account right here in number 17, where the Lord had to show the rest of the Israelites that were bragging and boasting and thinking there was something, that he's only dealing with Moses and Aaron. So there's a time where the Lord's going to show you who he's dealing with. And then there's going to come a more of a time where the Lord's going to show you who he's chosen. Okay, so right now, the Edomites want to debate, they want to brag, they want to this. All right, we'll defend the gospel, of course, but we're not going to debate you. This isn't up for debate. See, we have spiritual authority. When you have spiritual authority, there's a lot of things that are not in your life to complicate it. Let these other guys waste their time and having high blood pressure and talking with demons and debating. We're thinking about the kingdom. We're thinking about the kingdom, okay? Now, from there, let's jump to... let's go to this. Check this out. This is Sirach. This was the initial precept to lead me to this lesson. Sirach 10 and right here, Sirach 10 and 5. Okay. In the hand of Yahweh is the prosperity of man. Oops, excuse me. Let's start at 4. Right here, start at 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. There you go. Okay. The power. Okay, so you got Jakes crashing out because they don't have this information. You have Jakes crashing out because they don't understand what's taking place right now. That's why they want to get carnal. That's why they want to fight. They think that they can overthrow. They think that they can overthrow. Now, what is that in Zechariah? Let me just put this in as it is written. Vengeance. What? How do you spell it? Come on, English. Vengeance is mine. See, we be mad, we be upset, but this is ultimately all of the Lord. Okay. Isaiah 63 and 4, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. See, look, then you precept right here. Romans 12 and 19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourself. Don't you get pissed off? Don't you get mad? Don't you want to see people get hit with lightning bolts? I know I do, but I chill, We got to slow down, relax, understand, be more spiritual, not less carnal. Let them have their little bullshit so-called victories because they're going to lose the war. They're going to lose the war, and that's going to be funny, okay? And then they got to wake up in the kingdom with us ruling. They about to get knocked off in a major way. You wicked today and going to be gone tomorrow. Shit, you can have it. I don't want it. And they're so petty, too. These heathens are petty. This is how you know that they're losing it because like for me, where I work and as of late, I've noticed heathens be real petty because if you don't give them a reason, see, niggas give Esau a reason. Niggas give heathens reasons to lord over them. I don't give them reasons to lord over me. I do my job. I pay my bills. I do everything to the best of my ability to not allow them to lord over me. But they will find something to lord over. Then I say, okay, all right, I'll do it. See, all right. Big deal. I always like to use the scene of Nelly in Longest Yard when Stone Cold and Steve Nash, they were messing with him and they were knocking books over. Then he picked it up and he smiled. Then they called him the N-word and he still was cool. See, they want you to get out of character. Don't let them fucking win. They can think that they're winning, but they're going to lose. Let me put Nelly library scene. I'm just kind of man of visuals. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, see, Longest Yard, N-word scene. Okay. Oh, this might be the older one. Now let me go right here. If any of you are lovers of movies like me, what the fuck is all this? Excuse my language. But any of you are lovers of movies like me, you know what I'm talking about. All right, go look it up. It's beautiful. They were trying to get him. They were trying to get him out of character. He said, nah, boss, I'm good. See, I hold the door open for my fucking enemies, man. All right, I hold the door open for them. I got you. Had an Edomite. I had heaped coals on his Edomite's head so fucking much that now he calls me sir. Because he's not used to so-called black men outwitting him, outminding him. You see, I'm not a slave, but I accept my position in captivity and those that have been given a position of power. It's okay. Nigga, you could die on the way home. These people are going to go anyways. All right. It says, Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but right, I'm gonna kill him when I get there. No. It says like you just had an incident with IUIC's beating up. Why are you beating up somebody? You know, if you felt justified, you didn't apply this scripture. Why are you avenging yourself? You know, but rather give place unto wrath. You got to give place to it. You know what? The Lord gonna get you. You got to have that mindset. Wicked today, gone tomorrow. For it is written, for it is written. Vengeance is mine. Oh, vengeance isn't ours? Nope, vengeance mine. That's why I'm gonna put my anger in you. See? This is how you know vengeance ain't ours. The Lord gonna put his anger in us. We really don't even know what being angry is like. We may taste it, we may smell it, but when the Lord gives us that anger, woo! Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So the Lord's gonna repay. That's why we chilling, or you're being built up to be chilling. Okay. Sirach 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. It's in due time. Okay. Ain't quite time yet. Looks like it is almost there, but it ain't quite time yet. Birthing pain, things are happening, beginning of sorrow. So yes, we are seeing the rumbling, the shaking, we're seeing the visitation, but he's still in a position of power because he has to do what the Lord programmed him to do. That's it. Okay. It ain't because he just worked hard. It ain't because he's the best. It ain't because he's the brightest. Okay. He's been given this prosperity. See, in the hand of Yahweh is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. So man that is prospering right now, corny ass house, stupid ass car, ugly ass family that he takes pride in, well, the Lord allowed you to have that. And that's all going to be done away with. So you can't envy the wicked. Wicked today, gone tomorrow. Jigga what? Jigga who? Remember it says in Job, we ain't gonna see him. He gonna be like a dream. He gonna be like a snap. Like, remember, who is that? Who is that? Yeah, like that. Now let me go down. Right here. Okay, right here. Sirach 10:10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. See? So they could be living it up, getting the grape treatment, sitting back, having our women, having land, having prosperity, having that night. But that doesn't mean tomorrow it will continue again. Okay. So this is meaning short-lived. Let me go back. Meaning short-lived, soon over. All right. Well, like people say, well, that was short-lived. And that's exactly what we're in right now. A very short-lived horror movie that's going to have a happy ending. All right. Let me show you this. John 19:11. Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that has delivered me unto thee has the greater sin. Okay. So right here, Yahushua was saying this to Pilate. All right. Let's see. Let's go like this. What was Pilate? Oh, title. Yeah. Let me see that over here. Pontius Pilate's official title was prefect of Judah, a Roman governor. So he said this to a governor. He said this to a prince. He said this to a king. Okay. So we don't gotta get caught up with their positions of CEO, president. Shut the fuck up. That don't mean nothing, man. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with Most High. All these people are just drunk with costumes and titles. That's all it is. Don't get caught up in the spell. That's where he has power. Going back to my point, that's why I make sure I do my job to the best of my ability. I don't carry myself like a simple fucking nigga. Excuse my language, but I got to say it like that. And I noticed that Esau doesn't know how to handle an Israelite man that can self-govern himself. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to do. Well, fuck. Damn, don't you smoke weed or something? Where's your fucking dreads? Don't you got a baby mama drama that you need to leave work for? So they want to find some kind of weakness so they can feel that they're still in power. So as we're being built up before their eyes, they can see that the rock that they've been holding over us is now becoming sand and it's falling through their hands. So good, man. So you're damn right I'll show up on time and do my job because we on our way out. We on our way out as they're on the way in captivity. Now let's go to this. Romans 9:17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh. For some fucking African booty scratching Egypt loving niggas, listen to this. All right. For this, oh, and did you, for going back for you Africans niggas, did you know that there's a white only town in your bitch ass motherland Africa that only Esau can be in? So why don't you niggas talk about that? Since you think Africa's so great, it's called like Orion or some shit, but only Esau there. They got their own flag, their own government, their own money, and no niggas allowed, but they're in nigga land. Well, not nigga land, but they're in ham land. Okay, but you got Jake over here that takes so much pride in Africa, but in your little Africa, you got Esau still ruling over there. See? Come on, man. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised you up. I raised you up. I gave you that position. I put you in power. This is why Yahweh and man, Yahweh Shemel Shai man, hate pride. Nigga, you know the Lord gave you that job. That's how you got to tell yourself when you feel a little fretty. You know, you feel a little, work out, read, breathe, get some fresh air. Remind yourself. In this walk, you have to remind yourself. I've raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. See? So the only reason Esau's in this position of hierarchy and power right now is because the Lord ultimately wants to throw him down so that his name could be magnified even more. Meaning what? Who did it? Who did that? Damn, who could do that? Who did that? Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's why they're going to fear the name. So, man, we ain't got nothing to fret about. Let me end it off on this. Ecclesiastes 9:11. I returned and I saw under the sun that the race is not given to the swift, but I trained, but I practiced, I perfected it. Nope, don't matter. Nor the battle to the strong. I worked as hard as I could. I had the sharpest sword. I had the best artillery. I had the best weaponry. No man could beat us. Wrong. Go back to Daniel 7. Rome got that because it was prophesied for them to get it. Neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. So right now, this is just time and chance to happen to them. But then in the end, we will be given that time, and time will continue forever for us in rulership. But time for them is limited. I got to end it on the oldie but goldie. It's one of my favorite precepts to go to. Some of these precepts you pull out and read because they really comfort you in your current mindset and how you're processing your day-to-day in this walk. And this one always helps me, so may it help you. Job 20:4, knowest thou not this of old? Did you know this? Did you know this? Since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. What you mean short? Short in so much that here today, gone tomorrow. That's how short. That's how short. You got to think allegoric. You got to think poetically. Can't always be thinking so damn straightforward. And have some sense, have some spirit to you. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency though his excellency mount up to the heavens, we've landed on the moon, and his head, which they didn't, and his head reach unto the clouds. Yet he shall perish forever, like his own shit, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream. What the damn? What was that? What was that? See? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. This is after the 1,000 years of slavery. This is after the Obadiah 1:18. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. You ain't going to see Edomites no more. You ain't going to see them no more. So remind yourself that when you going through whatever you're going through. You know what? I ain't even going to be seeing these things. So let me chill. My bad. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. See that? So, hey, man, they're on their way out, man. They're on their way out of here, okay? Wicked today, gone tomorrow. Continue to remind yourself that we are so close. We are closer to the kingdom today than we were yesterday. Remind yourself that. They're about to fall hard, embarrassingly fall hard, All right, let me end it there. So I pray that this lesson was edifying, comforting, and enlightening to Yahweh Shai sheep. And I just want to say, call halal, abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles and bishops of Great Millstone that do well, that teach us and edify us through the Rakakwadash. And with that being said, Shalom.